Good Monday morning, everybody. Serina Vassar here again. I cut the vlog short yesterday. I'm gonna kind of tack it onto today, so it'll be Sunday and Monday for you, for those watching at home. I am getting ready to start my day here with my first day of the GAPS protocol. I never made the soup yesterday, so I didn't take you guys along for that. We'll do that in a little bit here today, but I just wanted to say that I am getting started. You are supposed to start your day with some hot water and lemon. I had a cup of coffee this morning, not gonna lie. I'm gonna take it as slowly as I need to here, but I'm not gonna have my second cup of coffee. I'm going to go boil some water and make myself some lemon ginger tea and take it from there. So I hope you all had a wonderful weekend. I know I had a great time enjoying the beautiful weather here. We had a day that was 80 degrees and sunshine and wonderful. That was Saturday, super fantastic. And then on Sunday, it got cold again. And today it is pouring rain outside and a bit chilly. But anyway, I will see you guys in a minute once I've made my tea. So here we are in the kitchen. I'm gonna get ready to show you my supplies for my ginger and lemon tea. There you go. I've got some fresh ginger root here I'm gonna peel and chop. I've got some lemons that I cut up and put in a jar last night. Leftovers. I've got my coconut oil over here, a little bit of raw honey, and my lovely cast iron tea kettle. I'm gonna just put some hot water in there and let everything steep for a few minutes before I enjoy. So I'm peeling the ginger root. I like to just peel it off with a little potato peeler here, and then use my little knife, my global knife, it's really lovely, to dice it up. And just a few little chunks while we're waiting for the water to boil, and I think it'll be great. I just kind of roughly chop it. I've got this lovely little basket here to hold my goodies. I've got 2 little lemon slices, and I'm gonna pop in this ginger. Can you see that on the camera there? It's awesome. I wish you could smell it. It smells fantastic. We're gonna pop that in my teapot right here and wait for the water to boil, which I think it's about to boil right now. Here we go. Just a bit. Oh, it smells fantastic. I'm so excited. And I'll let you know how it goes in just a moment. I've been steeping for about 5 minutes. Now I'm gonna go get my mug and we'll strain it out. All right, you can't really see this very well at home, but I think it's pretty nice. Nice little golden color. And you know that is well steeped. So the next part is to add our coconut oil and a little bit of honey. I've got my coconut oil here. Almost out, I gotta get a little bit more. But I'm gonna put a big splash of coconut oil in there. Nice spoonful. Plop that in. Ooh. Good. Now we'll move to our honey. And I don't need it to be too sweet. I just put a tiny little bit right there, that little blob right for this big cup, and I think that will do me just fine. So on for day 1. Hi everyone, I am back. You didn't know I was gone, but I just went to the office and saw some clients this morning, and now I'm back. I finished my lovely ginger tea, and I am here to make some soup. So I've got my wonderful companion cookbook here, the Heal Your Gut Cookbook, and here on page 45, I've got my basic chicken soup recipe, so I would be putting that together now. I have all my supplies set up right here. You can see I've got my chicken broth, the stock that I made yesterday. This is with our mostly meat instead of mostly bone. I have my cooked vegetables that I had just strained out yesterday, and this is the cooked chicken that I boiled. It's in a giant measuring cup that I just set aside so I could come back and peel off the meat off of it later. So now I'm going to just compile it into my soup. And you guys can watch if you want. So our directions say to use 2 quarts. I'm making a double portion of this soup. It says to use 2 quarts of stock, and I'm just gonna double that. So I'm gonna use 4 quarts, which is 3, 6, 9, 12 cups of broth. So I've got 4 of these mason jars. These mason jars are awesome, the wide mouth at the top. Very easy if you're freezing broth. You can just dump it right out into a pan and heat it up really quickly. So I've got 4 of those, and then I've got my 3 jars of pre-cooked vegetables. I boiled these with the chicken yesterday, so I'm just gonna cut them up into a little bit more bite-sized pieces. They're kind of large, and then dice up some chicken and throw it in the pot. This first stage is a little bit boring. You can't use a whole lot of spices or herbs, so I'm just gonna stick with what I can use, and that is some salt. And I infused some flavors into this broth earlier with our vegetables and things when I cooked it, and I cooked it with garlic, so it should be a little bit nice, and we'll see how it goes. So the recipe also calls for some cauliflower. So I bought this wonderful, beautiful head of purple cauliflower, and I'm going to chop this up and add this to the soup as well. This is in addition to the other veggies that I had, which was celery, carrots, onions, and I think that's really about it. I had a lot of celery, carrots, and onions. So I'm gonna add some cauliflower to give us a little bit of color and a little bit more texture to the soup. Since this has not been cooked yet, it's gonna be a little bit more crisp than there are other veggies that have been boiled for 3 hours from yesterday's stock. One of the important things to remember when we're doing a healing protocol like this is to remove these hard to digest stalks. Right now, we can only work with the florets of the cauliflower or broccoli to make it much more easier for our bodies to digest. So I'm taking these out. Normally I would use them, and they're a great way to get more nutrients from your food, but right now we're gonna stick with what's easiest to digest. So these middle bits are getting thrown off to be recycled or put into a stock pot for making more soup. All into my stock pot over here. So our next step here, I'm just going to pour in our broth. So we have plenty of broth to cover all of our wonderful veggies and keep them cooking really nicely. Our next step is going to be the chicken. So I'm going to take that apart here in just a minute and add that to the soup and get that started on low so it'll be ready in a few minutes. Healing fats is another big component of this process. So this actually here is some bacon grease. We made some amazing bacon cheeseburgers, which I can't think about right now, over the weekend for my sister-in-law's birthday. So we're gonna add a big giant dollop of this right to our stock pot so that it can mix in with all of our delicious other nutrient-rich foods. Some fats actually help us to digest our minerals and vitamins effectively and more effectively absorb them. So that's why we call them fat-soluble vitamins, vitamin A, D, E, and K. So adding a big dollop of fat here to our veggies actually makes those nutrients more bioavailable to us. So that was our chicken. The recipe calls for 2 to 4 cups per batch. So I did about, this mason jar here is 3 cups, so I did about 5 cups total of shredded meat. And I put that right here in our lovely stock pot. We're gonna give that a stir, and I think it's gonna be pretty good. It already smells good. I had it turned on low while we were shredding up that meat. So here we go. Let's give it a stir. I think it's gonna be pretty good. I'll show you guys what it's like at the end once we're finished. And of course, we can't forget about Gus, so he gets a little piece too. Okay, Gus, here. Sit. Good boy. Paw. Yeah. All right, there you go. Good boy. Gus approves. All right, the soup is done. It is fantastic. Let's see here. Very hot, but very delicious. Some fantastic nutrient-rich food for my tummy. Enjoy tonight, guys. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you tomorrow.